I guess we just have to start, where most attention is at, and that would be down in Clemson, South Carolina. That was, you know, if you're at the top, people want to take you down, and Clemson has been near the top or at the top for a long time, and right now things are not going well. Yesterday was a shit show to say the least. They moved the ball. They had a lot of yards. They just couldn't really score points. And then in the first half, their defense got gashed. James, I guess my question to you and what I want to get your thoughts on is why is Clemson so bad? Why can they just not put it together? Is it coaching? Is it personnel? Is it scheme? What do you think their problem is?
Well, I mean, you look back at Dabo's strong years, and there were always bellwethers on their team. I mean, you look at quarterback play from Taj Boyd to Deshaun Watson to Kelly Bryant to Trevor Watson. I mean, you had really, really good quarterbacks. And then DJU came around, who honestly, if you'd have told me on the front side and named those 5 people coming out of high school who I thought was going to be the best, I would have said DJU. Like it was for real what he looked like coming out of high school. And that guy looked like a freaking mess once he literally got handled the reins. Like the pressure got to him. And you look at Cade Klubnik, you expect to get that, progression back to what you saw during those hot eras. He just doesn't seem like he has the it factor. And it not only that, but you look at the receiving core. I mean, heck, go through it. Sammy Watkins, T. Higgins. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Who in this receiving core scares you? There's not even a Hunter Renfro. There's not even a tight end that scares you.
I mean, Wesco is probably their best tight end or their biggest threat, but there's no Sammy Watkins. There's no Martavius Bryant. There's no T. Higgins. I mean, there's nobody that can just like change the game. Now Wesco has made some plays. TJ Moore made some plays yesterday, but I don't know. I don't think that Klubnik is all that bad. We're saying he is now because of what's happening, but I don't think he's terrible. My thought is, for whatever reason, and you can blame personnel, you can blame coaches. I guess I'd have to watch the game a couple more times to really figure it out, but they're not putting it together. I mean, this is Dabo said, and Cade Klubnik said, they're not playing good defense and good offense at the same time. You know what I mean?
They're not. I mean, they're a very disjointed team. I mean, they've got a really good defensive line. They just don't have the depth they once did. But it's just they just don't look good together. Like there's no continuity, and I'm wondering what's going on in their locker room. I mean, it's just the talent level is just not there. It once was. I mean, granted, let's be honest though. There were some great coordinators on the offense and defensive side of the ball that were there during their heyday who are no longer there.
That's true, but I don't think that Tom Allen is some schmuck.
No, I don't.
Like everybody's trying to make him out to be. Everybody's like blaming this all on Tom Allen, and I guess he should take some of the blame, but Tom Allen has done some good things.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just this team looks disjointed, and it's just there's no longer this fear factor of going into Death Valley.
Correct.
I mean, there were people at the beginning of the year who were trying to say Cade Klubnik was going to be the first pick in the draft. Honestly, looking at the quarterbacks, I kind of agreed with it
because I did too. I got to be honest. I point out when I'm right. I need to point out when I'm wrong, I guess, because I did think that he would probably be the best quarterback in college football. Now, that's not coming from just me taking a stab at a guess.
Yeah.
He played well towards the end of the year last year. And then yesterday, it's not like he was horrible. He threw for 363 yards and 3 touchdowns. The problem is he wasn't as efficient. Yeah, I mean, he threw the ball way too many times. He didn't complete a good percentage of his passes. That I guess is the biggest issue, and I can't figure out what's wrong with him.
Yeah,
I don't know. I definitely think he's pressing right now. Don't you think he's kind of trying to do too much because of where they are as a team?
They're hoping to win rather than knowing they can win.
Yes.
I mean, but let's be honest. I think the LSU game, let's be honest, you had two really good defenses. They didn't play that bad. But since then, I mean, they struggle with Troy, who's a solid group of 6 team. I mean, they're solid. But they haven't been able to freaking put it all together. I mean, the loss to Georgia Tech. Heck, when you knew as soon as the ball, it was tied and 2 minutes to go, you get the ball in Haynes King's hands, Georgia Tech was going to win. Like, I wasn't nervous at all. I just knew it was going to freaking happen.
Yeah.
And Syracuse, if you don't get up on them early, you're in trouble. I mean, they can hang around. Fran Brown does more with less than a lot of coaches in college football today.
He does, and he needs to start getting credit because they don't have a ton of talent on that team. I'm not overly impressed with what they have, but he figures out a way to win ball games he shouldn't win, James. He really does.
Honestly, when he got that job, I mean, granted, great recruiter at Georgia, absolutely phenomenal recruiter. But I'm like, it's a lot different recruiting at Georgia than it is Syracuse. And
a lot different.
What he has done in 2 years there is quite frankly remarkable. And, there should be some teams maybe wanting to look at him in the offseason because
I agree with that.
I mean, is he going to be a top name? No, but I mean, there's certain schools that you win at. It's impressive. And winning at Syracuse right now in this day and age, I mean, there was a time where Syracuse was a power program. Those times have passed.
Yes.
And what he's doing there is really impressive.
I agree, and I do think somebody should take a look at him. I think that, winning up there is very difficult these days. Getting guys to come up there for football is difficult. They don't have the funding. They don't have the facilities. They don't have the, blue blood football power anymore. I mean, they did have some years, in the past, but I'm just talking about the last 25 years. Nobody thinks, oh, Syracuse, what a program. Nobody does, but he's able to get these guys. The reason I like him, the reason that I would potentially hire him is the way he gets these guys to play for him, the way he gets these guys to believe. Those guys, they came in thinking they were going to win, James. It wasn't like some fluke where they just, happened to get the lead and then sat on it or something. Those guys thought they were going to win from the opening kickoff, and they played as such throughout. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, the funny part about it is, like, during the beginning of the year, you and I both said we thought it was a lock that Clemson was going to win the ACC. And the way they're playing now, I look at the rest of their schedule, and I think 6-6 is going to be tough.
Yeah, I did say that I thought they would win the ACC. They've won it 8 out of 10 years, so throwing that assumption out there isn't idiotic. But I don't think they're going to win it now. They're in big trouble.
They need help.
They need big time help. I don't know where they're going to get it. They need to do something different. I listened to a ton of the post game shows of the local podcasters and the beat writers and all those people, and they all pretty much said the same thing, that something needs to change because what they're doing isn't working, and they need to change personnel. They need to change scheme. They need to change something, and they need to change it right now. And this guy is under fire right now, and everybody's taking their shots at him. I don't think he's too worried about it. He's not going to get fired. Everyone knows that. He knows that. But I see signs of desperation on his face. He's concerned, and I think he was. You could tell when they talked to him at halftime, he was super concerned about the effort coming out of his defense. They weren't even trying. In that first half, and they were getting gashed. Syracuse isn't really a running football team, and they ran for 157 yards on him, and it was most of it was in the first half when they were gashing him. I think he's worried about that, James.
I mean, especially with that defensive line, you got 2 defensive linemen with Woods and God, I'm forgetting the
Parker.
Yeah,
Parker.
They're going to be first-round draft picks. I mean, that should not be happening. Like when you're getting gashed like that by Syracuse, it's not like Syracuse has this unbelievably imposing offensive line.
Yeah, and Parker played pretty well. Woods was okay, but neither of them like really jumped out on tape to me as far as like dominating the game. I mean, really Jaheim Lawson and Will Helt were the 2 guys that stood out to me that gave constant effort and were disruptive at times. Those other guys to me, made tackles and had production, but they weren't standing out to me on the tape, and they weren't disrupting what Syracuse was trying to do, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree with that.
I do. I mean, the one thing that, like, from a Syracuse standpoint, I mean, great win going into Death Valley and winning, but seeing Steve Angeli go down with that injury, have they come out and said what that injury is yet at all or not?
No, but I couldn't tell if it was an Achilles. I thought it looked like an Achilles injury just based on the way that he fell. It was all non-contact. No one was even near him, but it could have been an ACL. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be done for the foreseeable future, and they're going to have to lean on their boy Ricky Collins. And he actually came in and did pretty well. This is a dude that I think he was on. Wasn't he on LSU?
I believe.
Yeah.
So.
He's from the Big Red Stick in Baton Rouge, and he played 2023 and 2024 with LSU. So it's not like this guy sucks. LSU doesn't recruit you if you suck, bro. So I think he's got some talent a little bit, but do I think he's better than Steve Angeli? I do not. And this could be bad for a team that played really well yesterday moving forward.